Hello everybody and welcome to the Long Dudes podcast. I'm your host Chandler and I'm here with Boyle.
Always here. Always gonna be a long dude. Never gonna be funny. Three things in life that are guaranteed. I will always be on the Long Dudes podcast. I will always be a long dude and I will never be funny.
Fair enough. Even if you get married.
Yeah.
You're staying on the Long Dudes podcast? Is it gonna expire in May?
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks we will do a Long Dudes podcast. You have my word. Even if I live in Indonesia, we'll find a way.
Okay, we can Skype it out.
I was thinking of Indonesia's the furthest away place I could have thought. Or I could think of on the fly there. So I hope I don't live in Indonesia, but just know that even if I do.
Yeah. Hey, I saw your engagement pics. Your engagement pics.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Look good.
I mean, I was in them. I
Yeah.
expected them to look pretty good.
You guys look good.
Yeah.
You especially though.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I expected that. I expected everyone to feel that way, but...
But also Morgan, she looks great.
Yeah.
As always, you know.
She's okay.
Gotta shout her out if she's listening.
True.
But, alright, so...
She's a little old. she looks mid-30s.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Well, we are slightly sponsored by Oberon. I'm just gonna keep the logo faced out. You know, I'm just gonna faced out. So, Bell's Brewery from Comstock, Michigan, if you guys wanna hit us up. Shit's lit.
Right on.
Yeah. So today, I think we wanted to start with the NFL.
Yeah.
And
start.
apparently ESPN.
Let it be known, Long Juice Podcast, we're not a sports podcast,
True.
but we're going to talk about sports.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on almost every episode, and we're not going to apologize for it.
Hey, yeah, that's what we gotta do. But I saw today ESPN posted their. I probably need to scoot in a little bit. I don't know if I'm in the video.
Oh, I'm hoping I am.
I gotta get my beautiful fucking face in there.
It's true. You should have been my engagement face with me.
I know, right? I should have just been hugging you guys from the back and every.
No, not even her, just you and me.
Just like, hey babe, let you start fondling your dick a little bit.
You know, the thing before we get into the NFL, I'm real worried. Because there's a couple pictures there where I'm straight up just grabbing her tits.
Yeah.
And I didn't really even notice until they developed. And really the one that noticed was my mom. I was showing her some of the pictures. She's like, why are your hands all over her boobs? She's like, Reggie's Morgan's dad, by the way. She's like, Reggie's not going to appreciate those. But I have not gotten any calls from Mr. Hayes, and I've not heard anything from anyone, so...
You guys got a shit ton of likes, so, I mean, and it's still going up. It was posting every single picture on my Facebook feed individually. So I saw like the main one that was like, oh, I'm so excited for blah 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 or whatever. I don't even know what you guys said, but it was like the main one. It had like a collage of like all 20 of them. And then it just throughout the day, every time I rechecked Facebook, it was like a new one, and I'm like,
yep.
Okay, like.
Yep.
So if you have individual likes, I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just seeing what I'm posting or I'm liking.
Hey, look, Chandler liked the new one.
Yeah, I'm just creeping on Morgan real hard. You know.
I appreciate it.
But I guess the other thing I want to talk about before we go on to the NFL was living together. You guys thinking about that? You guys started thinking?
So we're at a stand point, or I wouldn't say stand still, but she's really filling apartments because she doesn't want to have to worry about home ownership while she's in school for 3 years.
It's a bitch.
But I'm kind of thinking houses. I mean, it would be the fiscally responsible thing to do, in my opinion. Especially because she's going to be in school for 3 years. She's not going to be working. I will be 100% paying for everything.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to see 3 years of my income just go to nothing.
She's not going to be working at all?
She won't be able to.
Oh.
She's going to be school
just too busy.
Year-round. Yeah.
Damn. Busy. Yeah, busy. I'm too busy.
But yeah, with me, I don't know. I can see the pros and cons, but I think personally,
I mean, you're gonna be paying for it either way. Like, you're pretty much gonna be doing all of the busy work.
That's true.
So, I mean, yeah, it's up to you. But I mean, I just think, do you have enough like stuff to put in your house if you were to get one?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, that's been the craziest thing to me is like I just feel like I'm spending thousands of dollars by month, like twice, like at least once every 2 months or so, I'm buying a big item of some kind.
That's why you get married. So a lot of the small stuff.
No, I mean Ty's been bringing stuff over, and I just feel like we're still like putting stuff together.
Well,
like,
I'm just saying with the wedding, you fill up that registry and people go and buy. So I mean, like, I'll have to buy the big stuff, but most of the small stuff, why wouldn't, like the medium
little things add up.
Yeah,
little things add up a lot. No, I went to like Menards last week, and we went and just like got, because we were getting ready for that party. Actually went on my birthday to Menards.
Hey.
It was great.
Hey, late happy birthday to Ty, and happy birthday and happy work anniversary today to Chandler.
Yeah, yes, all to me. Oh god, people on LinkedIn are the fucking worst. I seriously like. Sorry, we're going off tangent, but the fucking people that send you this like, the one lady sent me this thing and it was just like, happy birthday, and then like 2 minutes later she realized that it was also my work anniversary, so she's like, and work anniversary. It's like, fuck, god damn it, but everyone this past week's been work anniversary, like, blowing my shit up. It's like, I never talk to you, I don't give a fuck about what you're doing, so why the fuck do you care? I mean, there's like, half of them are like salespeople, so they're just like trying to be nice so that if you ever buy like insurance from them, then you're like, oh, well, he was nice to me on my birthday. But if you're sending me a generic post, I'm not going to give a shit about it. But
speaking of LinkedIn, I was on there yesterday actually. So part of my job is I have to take sales calls.
Oh, yeah.
And so my office is in a basement. So the phone connection isn't great in this basement. So I took a call yesterday, and the girl, I swear to God, I took down her phone number and email address the way she gave it to me. And I went to email her back, and it bounced back and said it was undeliverable. So I was like, okay, I'll just call her. And the phone number she gave me was incorrect. So I look on Facebook, there's no contact information there. So I find her on LinkedIn, and I add her. So I'm like, okay. Hey, by the way, Tamika Catchings added me on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
so
we're both followed by
we're celebs now.
That person. That's great.
But as I was about to log off, I noticed that the old principal of Mount Vernon High School, who recently got into some trouble for cheating on his wife with the wife of a teacher at the high school,
oh no!
started a new job as a superintendent at a high school in northern Indiana. I'm not going to say where, Blackford High School. So he started a new job, and I saw it on LinkedIn. I got a notification that's like, congratulate on their new job as superintendent, and just seeing all these people that were liking it and were commenting like, hey, congratulations. I was like, you dumb motherfuckers, don't, like, do you think he just willingly left and got a new job?
Yeah, no, 100%, yeah.
Like, it's just, people are, I wouldn't say people are two-faced, but like, people on LinkedIn are just on LinkedIn to have some sort of social media.
No, I mean, I don't think it's two-faced is the right word for a lot of it. I mean, there are definitely people that are two-faced, but I just think it's the professionalism people don't, I mean, that's like, they have HR basically running through LinkedIn, you know, like if you talk to someone on LinkedIn and then you go to try to get a job that they know about, or, you know, like they can report you to that company, like, oh yeah, this person like sexually harassed me, or, you know, this person did this, so like, you gotta keep it PG or even G on LinkedIn, but yeah, I just can't stand the fucking happy birthday and congrats on the new job and the work anniversary.
That's your work anniversary that happened like 20 days ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My work anniversary was 3 weeks ago, and my birthday was a week ago now. So it's like, just why? Why are we doing this? But.
Catch me next year. Catch us 2020 for a birthday.
I do appreciate, shout out Presley Martin one time if he listens to this.
He will.
He always sends me congrats on the new job.
and Mike Martin.
Yes.
Mike Martin sends me congrats on the new job.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Mike Martin. I did have a dad of like a guy that I hated in high school that sent me one the other day, and I thought that was hilarious. Just like, yeah, I fucking hated your son. But I just added him on LinkedIn because I'm like, alright, well, let's just get my follower count, or whatever it is.
Is Tamika Catchings your biggest follower on LinkedIn?
Probably, yeah.
For me, it's either Tamika Catchings or the play-by-play announcer for the Indy Fuel hockey team.
That's a good one.
Or Laura Overton, who we can have a whole podcast on.
Who's that?
She is the, here, let me look her up for you. She used to work at RTV6, I think.
Okay.
And now she works for the Colts. But she's super popular, and it's hard to say that it doesn't have anything to do with her looks.
It's 100% to do with her looks, isn't it? 100%.
A little bit.
100p.
I'll keep looking for her, but we can keep talking. I'll find her in the meantime.
But yeah, so you got a wedding coming up in May, and then moving in probably around that time as well. I'm assuming.
Probably.
Or sooner.
Probably move in sooner.
Sooner. Well, yeah, because that's a long time to kind of not be I mean, she's gonna be in school that whole time. Is she still living out with you in like Fort Bill area?
So she lives with her mom and dad, and I live with my mom and
Well,
dad.
I know.
But yeah, she's still living at home too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I was just thinking, like, recently, my girlfriend moved in with me, if you guys didn't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she moved in with me, and, you know, I feel like I get a lot of silent judgment from, like, so many people. I mean, my parents are vocal about it. Like, they don't like it.
So not silent judgment.
No, but I get, like, 99% of it is silent. But then, like, when my uncle came over from my younger brother's graduation, he, like, the first thing he said when he walked up to the house was like, "Oh, is that your girlfriend's car?" Like, didn't even, like, it was in the driveway, but I was like, that's such a weird thing to ask. And, like, Jaden wasn't living there at the time, so, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, he lives in California and has no idea, like, he would have no idea about that at all. So I'm like, my parents are over here talking shit about me behind my back.
Shading you.
And then my younger brother told me that, like, they straight up just were at the house, just, like, talking mad shit. Like, just like, he's living with his girlfriend, and they're probably banging and all this shit. I'm like, why does it even matter?
That's true. Hunapee.
Hunapee.
Fucking
Stop.
sausages and donuts.
Stop it. But, no, yeah, but no, I think it's been great. I think we've been dating for a little over 7 months now. It's almost 8. And, like...
7, 8 years.
Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. But we've, so I, you know, I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, you've only been dating that long, you know, why are you doing that? I think that sometimes you get like, I don't know, you just figure it out, you realize real quick, you're like, alright, we're out of the honeymoon phase, we're not just saying shit to appease one another, and, you know, not just treating each other like random people we met online, which is what we were.
True.
But, you know, I think we just got to a point where we're just like, man, this is comfortable, and she was here pretty much every night for like a month or two before we even like did the official move-in. So I was just like, yeah, why not?
I mean,
like,
you guys
it's not hurting anything.
I mean, you're adults. It's not like you're...
Yeah.
How Morgan and I started out 15, 16 years old. Like,
yeah.
I'd be a little weird if she moved in with me at 15 years old.
Well, right, you're right. And I know it's like, yeah, it's the time of when...
Or even like middle college, maybe just getting out of school, but like you're both established and everything.
Yeah, like she's been working at her place for 3 years. I've been in the workforce for 2 years. So it's like, you know, this, you know, when it comes down to it, I'm not really too worried about it. And then if like things go sour, we just move her out and, you know, get her out of here. Like
True.
It's not really, it's not really a big deal. I mean, I don't think it's gonna go that way, but I just, you know, I'm comfortable with it.
And
it's
the
like,
dogs like her.
It cuts out the extra commute and all that bullshit that you have to deal with all the time. With
True.
driving, so. I'm like, I don't think there's any negatives, and so far it's been the same. It's just she helps me with cleaning and, you know, all the other shit and stuff. So it's like, why not? You know, fuck it.
Yeah,
But all right, I got sidetracked.
Oh, we both.
So we're going to the NFL. Saw on ESPN the MVPs, like the ratings. So Vegas always puts their like things out.
Their odds to
plus
win the
100.
MVP.
Yeah, odds. I cannot think of the word odds. But they did like, you know, plus whatever, and so these people all had their tied up. You have the list, right?
So let's just go through the top 10.
Okay.
And what I'm thinking is we can each choose a player in the top 10 that we think is maybe overhyped, and then throw out a player that we think is underhyped who maybe isn't in the top 10 or is in the top 10 and should be higher.
Yeah.
So number 1, we got Patrick Mahomes. No surprise, MVP last year.
Yeah.
Madden cover player. Do you believe in the Madden curse?
I don't know. Kind of, but at the same time, I just don't think. I think every team gets fucked over the year after like something big happens that, you know, like, except for, did Tom Brady get it in 12 or something like that?
Yeah.
But I think that was like the most significant one, because
like
like Patriots are a dynasty, and then that one year they just didn't win the AFC Championship or something like that. So like they didn't even make it. Yeah, I do think that's legit.
All right, so number 2, Andrew Luck. He's right behind Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is plus 550. Luck is plus 600. Number 3 is Aaron Rodgers.
That's laughable.
Number 4 is Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Second-year quarterback who hasn't even played a full season in the NFL. Number 5 is Carson Wentz.
Okay.
Over number 6, who's Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Tom Brady. Probably the best.
Jesus Christ! You just say the best. What is the best? Best system quarterback.
I didn't want to say that he's one of the best quarterbacks that we've seen in our lifetimes. He's number 7.
Fuck.
Philip Rivers, number 8. Number 9 is Mitchell Trubisky.
Yikes.
Say that 10 times fast.
Yikes.
Number 10 is Deshaun Watson,
Okay.
quarterback of the Houston Texans.
Okay.
So that's your top 10.
Okay. You want to start? I think you want to start.
Yeah, I'll start. I'll let you.
Let's just talk about the top 10 in general. What are your first thoughts of who is in the top 10 or who is not in the top 10 or who whatever?
I feel like they got the first two right.
Yes, I believe so.
The second two, so 3 and 4, are both way overhyped.
Who's that again?
Aaron Rodgers and Baker Mayfield.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's okay.
Carson Wentz, after the season he had over Drew Brees and Tom Brady, I agree with Philip Rivers in the top 10.
Yes.
I feel like he's right around that 7-8 slot, which is where he's at.
I think those 4 notable quarterbacks, Mahomes, Luck, Brees, and Rivers should always be in the conversation as long as they're in the league.
Mitch Trubisky, I don't know about. I mean, he came out kind of hot.
We did kind of talk about that, but I think he's just good because the defense is so good.
It's true.
I mean, that's the same with like Rex Grossman. He got so much hype, and he got like a huge payday because he had the defense that was just covering his ass.
True.
All right.
And the number 10, Deshaun Watson, I feel like he honestly should be in that same discussion with Carson Wentz. Like, they're probably on top of Luck and Mahomes. Those two are they're the Brady, or not the Brady. They're like the Big Ben and the Philip Rivers coming up. Like, they're not going to be the best quarterbacks in the league, but they're certainly going to be in the discussion for one of the best.
Well,
okay,
not
the best, but one of the best.
I just gotta probe you because I gotta do it. But Big Ben not being in the top 10, what do you think?
I think it's pretty shitty. I think that he is
how shitty is it?
Undeniably the best quarterback in the AFC North.
Oh, the North. Okay.
I think he is a top 5 quarterback in the AFC. And on this list, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks.
Who is he higher in that list?
I think he's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield.
Well, okay, Baker.
I think he's better than Deshaun Watson.
I don't know about right now. I think Deshaun Watson's got high IQ, really good mobile quarterback. Big Ben's mobile. He's mobile. I don't think he's as mobile as Deshaun Watson. Yeah, he used to be very mobile. But I don't know. I think you'd sit 6th. I think 6th is probably a good spot.
I think his knowledge of the game and his toughness, like Deshaun Watson. Honestly, it's a different game from what Deshaun Watson's playing now than when Big Ben was like a 2nd or 3rd.
And the Super Bowl champion. Like that's because it was all arm and everything. Like he was out throwing Kurt Warner in that Super Bowl with Larry Fitzgerald. That's like the star.
But also, Big Ben threw for over 5,000 yards last year.
Yep.
He
was underrated as fuck last year.
Yeah, which is why
he wasn't even in the decision.
I mean, he's not even in the top 12.
Yeah.
He's behind Russell Wilson, who's just about as average as Tom Brady, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Very system quarterback-like.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Tom Brady should be in the conversation. I think he puts up good numbers, but it's still just system bullshit. And, like, so many of his passes are just linear or behind him. And it's like, I mean, you're getting yardage by good blocking, which is set up by good coaches, and you're getting good, like, just... like basic running. I don't know. It's just like I don't know how to describe it, but the wide receivers know what they're doing. They get the good jukes and they get like those extra yardage. I feel like every time, and the blockers do their work.
I feel like honestly for the past maybe 6 or 7 years, that's been like towards the. But I feel like when he was
7's too long, but I think like 4 or 5 years.
I feel like when him and Manning were going back and forth. Manning was on the Colts. Him and Tom Brady were undeniably the best quarterbacks in the league. Like, they were both very talented. But, I mean, nowadays there's no denying the fact that, like, he throws screen passes. And that's where his bigger... Yeah, he can't make those big plays downfield anymore.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like everyone's like, oh, he's like 41, going on 42. So, I mean, he's gonna, he's obviously aging, but that people just think he's like immortal and will never quit. I'm like, his body is degrading. I just know it because like it shows in all of his passing. It's just like he doesn't throw those cool down the field balls to Randy Moss.
Because he'd be throwing picks. I mean, he doesn't throw picks anymore because he doesn't throw anything further than 10, 15 yards down the field at that.
Well, he's smart. He's not Nathan Peterman throwing, whatever fucking goes his way. God, I'm so pissed that Nathan Peterman's on the Raiders. I don't understand why, but that's another story.
He is not in the top 50 for Nathan Peterman is not going to switch to the top 50 for MVP.
Well, I would hope not. But okay, so biggest overhype on that one. I'm thinking Baker is what you're saying.
Biggest overhype is definitely going to be Baker. I think just as big an overhype though is Aaron Rodgers at number 3.
He's a great quarterback. I'm not disputing that, but I just think he hasn't put together anything close to an MVP season in the last like 4 years.
They won 2010, I think. Yeah, they beat the Steelers in 2010.
For what?
The Super Bowl.
Yes, right. Like that's how long it's been since they've been like actually relevant though. The Packers have been like an 8-8, 9-6, or 9-7 team forever.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they probably had an outlier season where they've done super well, like in the regular season, done super well, super great, but
choked.
I couldn't tell you any like in the past like memorable years they've done anything. Right?
I know. I feel like every year ESPN's like headline is always like. Rodgers comes out in a press conference saying, "Everyone, stay calm, stay cool." Every year, I feel like there was that one year that it was like huge where he did say that, and then they went on like a huge run and went like 10-6 or something like that. But I feel like every other year that he said "stay calm," they've finished up like 8-8. It's like, okay, man. Like,
I mean, you take away Jordy Nelson last year. You take away Greg Jennings, who's been honestly, Greg Jennings has been on the league for a couple of years, so he's not a good example. But Jordy Nelson's gone.
You got fat running back.
Jimmy Graham's gone. You had Ty Montgomery.
Yeah.
And he's
a good average running back, but he's not great. Yeah, you didn't have any weapons really, so I know he's not like able to manufacture that stuff, but he didn't add anybody this offseason, did he? Like anybody major? So I don't see that huge jump to 3rd place. Like I don't know. There's no way.
I mean, he's a good quarterback. I mean, he's skilled, he's very athletic, he can throw the ball super well, but I don't think he's the 3rd pick for MVP of the entire NFL.
Yeah. No, and I think the most overhyped, not the most overhyped, but I guess we've already talked about Baker, so I'm just going to say overhyped would be Carson Wentz. I don't think he's majorly overhyped. I definitely don't think he should be above Drew Brees, though. No. I feel like Drew Brees, like he's had great seasons for the last 10 years. Like it's been MVP caliber, 5,000 plus yards. I think he has the record for the most 5,000 plus yard seasons.
He didn't last year though. Leader in the NFL passing yards last year was Big Ben.
Right. But he had what? It was like 4,900. Like
Well, he set the NFL record for passing yards last year.
Big Ben did.
No. Drew Brees is the holder of the record for NFL passing yards in a career. He passed.
No, in a career. Okay, I was talking about seasons. Like every season, he's been putting up 5,000 or really close to it.
And he's not really showing any signs of slowing down. Like last year, if anything, was a sign that he's going to come out and do, if not that good.
Yeah. But
fairly close
Wentz
to that again.
Was MVP in 16 or 17 or something like that?
No, he got injured. He would have been. He had an MVP season.
16 or 17. He had MVP. I think he got MVP one year.
Wentz?
I think so.
He was a rookie. He might have been rookie of the year. He's young. He's like a 3rd-year quarterback.
No, I know he's young, but I thought he got MVP. I don't know. He was either MVP or rookie of the year or something like that, and he was like highly touted. I think he still was putting up good numbers, and they have a decent offense, so I think he's fine to be in the top 10. I just don't think above Drew Brees.
He could be
or Philip Rivers. I think Philip Rivers should be a little higher, in my opinion.
Mitch Trubisky, thoughts?
No.
He's a low top 10, but do you think he's a top 10 player in the league to win? Well, not top 10 player in the league. This is completely different. Yeah. Well, this is to win MVP because you could make an argument that Khalil Mack or
Well, we should talk about
Aaron
that too.
Donald.
But I think Mitch Trubisky. I think he just feeds off the defense. I was telling you earlier. I don't know. I think the defense helps, but that doesn't erase the fact that he can put up stats. Because that's really all they look at. They don't look at games or whatever. It's just purely stats. Like if you put up 5,000 yards, you're gonna be in the MVP conversation. So if he can do that, sure. But I just don't have confidence. I don't think last year was a huge indicator that he can dominate. I think he was just good because defenses would get so fucking tired because they're on the field for 40 minutes a game.
True.
But
let me read you some names that weren't on the top 10. So we have Russell Wilson. Matt Ryan, Big Ben.
Matt Ryan's another one underrated.
Aaron Donald, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey's at plus 5,000.
Wow.
Where Deshaun Watson, who's number 10, is plus 2,000.
McCaffrey had a good year last year.
I know.
He was a fantasy hog, dude. He was killing it.
Le'Veon Bell's plus 5,000, so is Khalil Mack, so is Saquon Barkley, so is Todd Gurley.
Wow.
They have Kyler Murray over Big Dick Nick. at plus 6,000.
I'm not a huge Big Nick fan, but I mean, I think postseason he's amazing. But
True.
I think he only comes up when it's like injuries. Like he's like, oh, now's my chance. I don't think it's like a. It's same with like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think if he were to play as if he was the new starter every game, he would be an MVP. But he just plays so shitty after like 2 games of him being great.
No more Fitzmagic.
No more Fitzmagic.
And then the last 3 on the list are Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Tyreek Hill at plus 10,000.
Oof. I mean, I don't think any of those people are even in the conversation. I mean, Antonio Brown could pop off, but if he pops off, Derek Carr's going to be throwing amazing.
True. And then I feel like Derek Carr would be the MVP just because,
yeah.
I mean, wide receivers don't really win it because they're only as productive as their quarterback is.
Right. And I think also, and that kind of sucks, but at the same time, like, unless Antonio Brown's the only reason Derek Carr gets good, that would be the reason you'd put him in there. But Antonio Brown's not going to beat out, Drew Brees or Andrew Luck or Mahomes.
True. There's
no way. So.
Any snubs in your opinion? Any guys that should have been top 10?
I mean, I know they have the Defensive Player of the Year award, but I think Donald and Mac should just be closer. They're not that far off. I think they're top 15, right?
Defense wins championships.
Yeah. No, they do.
I mean, they're definitely both top 15.
Mac just made that Bears team from like a 5-11 to 9-6 or 10-6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like they went from shitty to great in 1 year because they signed 1 player. And I'm like, and that's how much impact he had on the Raiders, and they fucking got rid of him. Stupid. But yeah. So all right. So what do you think? Any other pieces?
I think the fact that Matt Ryan and Big Ben are both off this list.
Matt Ryan had his best year last year.
Yeah.
And he's got a better offense this year, so it's like, and a better offensive line. I don't know how you didn't get better. But.
I don't know how a guy like Mitch Trubisky or Baker Mayfield can be over guys like.
I just think people want to jerk off like the most popular things right now. I think.
True, I feel that.
Baker's just like, everyone's like, oh, I love his personality and the hype, and I love, Cleveland being the 0-16 all the way to like a 16-0 team. I just think everyone thinks so highly. It's like, they're not going to do that. They're the most overhyped. I still think the Steelers are going to beat them out in the conference this year. If not, then the Ravens will do it.
Odell Beckham's a fucking bitch. He's almost as overhyped as Baker.
I don't think he's that overhyped. I mean, he's top 5 every year that he's been in the league. But
I'm just saying he's soft. He's not a big guy. He gets injured easily. He can
does
go.
Get injured easily.
He can. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a freak of nature. He can make those jumping catches in the corner. But he's not going to be a guy that's going to run a slant and consistently catch it. He's going to get popped by a middle linebacker. He's not there are wide receivers in this league like Antonio Brown, who I can't stand anymore, but you got to give it to him. He's a small dude, but he's a tough dude, and he can make a play wherever, whereas Odell Beckham can only go down the sideline. He can run straight. He can run really good straight patterns, streaking down the field, but he's...
Before we hop off the NFL, what do you think about not just Le'Veon being in the conversation for this, but just Le'Veon in general this upcoming year? What do you think?
I feel like he's going to finally know what it's like to play for a team that doesn't have a good offensive line. Michigan State, I couldn't 100% quote it or tell you the facts, but as far as I remember, Michigan State, as with most Big Ten teams, had a really, really good offensive line his junior year when he got drafted.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Steelers, who have, since the year he's been drafted, probably a top 3 offensive line every single year. And he's going to go to a Jets team who would be better off having Lola and Parker as offensive linemen. They are horrible. I think, I'm not going to say that he's not going to have a good year. I mean, he's definitely one of the best running backs in the league. I would say he's, without a doubt, a top 5 running back in the league. But I don't think his production is going to be that of a top 5 running back this year, just because an offensive line makes such a big difference.
It does, yeah. No, I mean, I feel like running backs are made or broken by shitty or great offensive lines.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's some outliers that it's like, you look at like Adrian Peterson, I feel like he can go with any offensive line, and he would have been great in his prime. Like he was putting up record-setting numbers or close to them, with Vikings offensive line that was top 10 maybe, but still not amazing. And so I just, I feel like they're always undervalued, and it's so hard to be like, oh, let's put an offensive lineman up for like best whatever category of the year, but because it's, you can't really necessarily quantify
well, it's really never even one guy too. It's like the whole line as a whole.
No, I know. They have to use it and move as a unit, and that's also coaching though too. 'Cause, I mean, you can have these big 400-pound guys and have shitty coaches that don't know how to move the formation properly and just fuck your running back over. So I think he's going to a shitty franchise and still not making really as much money as he wanted to.
No, he took less money than he would have made if he would have just signed with the Steelers.
And
he's done.
Yeah, I think he just wanted a way out, and I don't really know why. But
did you see that Adam Gase openly came out and said that if he were the general manager at the time, he wouldn't have signed Le'Veon because it was too much money?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think most GMs that are any bit smart would have.
Well, Adam Gase is his head coach.
I know. But I think he'll do all right. Because I don't think he's a bad running back. I think he's actually pretty good. But his skill is great. But I just think. I don't know, and we're also got to figure out if he's physically capable, because
rumors have it that he was a little fat.
Yeah, I mean that's
for his year
off a year. I mean, it's hard for anybody. Like when I got out of college, if I were to just sit around for a year and then come back, I mean it would be so hard for me to get back to where I was.
Yeah, you can train, but I mean you're not training with the best trainers in the world with the NFL or the guys that are doing it at such a high level. You're training with some guy you met on Instagram who's training you, which is what Le'Veon's doing. He met some trainer on Instagram that he followed and was like, hey, keep me in shape.
Yeah, I feel that. But all right, we're gonna stop jerking off the NFL for a little bit. So I was thinking about doing a name change for, because I love the CarnageCBGaming. Oh, I don't love it. I like the CarnageCBGaming name. I don't think it's bad. I think it's generic, and it has gaming in it, which is people can be like, okay, I know what he's doing, but the main thing I'm worried about is copyrights and that kind of issue, especially with our kind of transition to YouTube a little bit. I don't want to start posting stuff on there and then get hit with a copyright from Marvel or some corporation that's like, hey, fuck you, don't use that. Or some other gamer that has Carnage in their name, and they're like, dude, I'm Carnage, you can't be Carnage. So I feel like it's fairly popular. So, and I've kind of talked to you guys for a while about potentially making a change, and I just don't know what I want to do. So I've brainstormed a little bit. I just don't know what I want to do. I feel like my brainstorm ideas, you were in your head earlier, just okay, dude, what the fuck is
face palming a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. I don't really know. I was just at work thinking about it because I got a little bored today and I was like, well, maybe I could do this and do that. And I was doing random name generators and shit like that, and putting together periodic table elements and shit, and just I don't know. I was just looking at anything I could.
It's a work in progress, basically.
It's hard to think of stuff that's original. Original's the biggest one because there's so many people out there with usernames that you could obviously use that are good, but it's obviously you can't use them because they're already fucking there. True. So I don't know what I would like to do, and it has to be original so that I can put it on Twitch and PSN and all that stuff that I like to use. So I don't know. You have any ideas?
I think we gotta work with Ball.
Ball.
I feel like Ball will definitely be that. It needs to be in the name. I feel like we got away from Ball. I feel like you can do a lot with the word Ball. And it's not like you're a chick and your last name's gonna change.
Right. And I know neither my first or last name's gonna change at all. I don't know. So I know that those things are concrete that I can use. I just feel like my first name is terrible to use with anything because Chandler doesn't using Chan doesn't work. Using any kind of form of Chan, any kind of my girlfriend calls me Channy all the time, which is awful. But you can still keep calling me that. It's okay. Appreciate it.
Can I call you Channy?
Yes, you can call me Channy. But no, so there's no form of Chandler that I can really use. Ball is something that I just feel I don't know. I had a bunch of I know every nickname I can use in the book.
You've been called all of them.
Middle school was scarring. Let's just say that. I mean, there was literally kids that would just teabag me or hit me in the hallway, hit me in the nuts really hard in the hallways to, yell my last name at me. That was I know. I've lived with this my entire life. Be like, hey, what's up, big balls or small balls or bitch balls or like
I like bitch balls.
Chandler has no balls or
I
whatever.
like Chandler has no balls.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to go that route, but at the same time, it is useful. But
I mean, I'm just saying there's a lot of avenues.
there's avenues. I was just thinking, I think I'm immature, so I was thinking that I was gonna go the dick route, like just kind of hop on that dick train. That's what we do, dick train.
Dick Train. I like Dick Train.
But it has to be something I can market on Instagram and shit, and I feel like, so I don't know, like I can't go too immature with it. That's why I was trying to be like subtle and not use the word dick or penis or cock or something like that. Cock train. But
Cock and balls.
cock and balls.
Cock and ball.
Cock and
Cock
yikes.
and ball.
I don't know. If you guys have any comments, make sure to hit me up and let me know what you guys think. I'm not on anything right now. I was thinking like something related to hard dick would be funny.
Like a hard metal and like.
Yeah. So I was thinking about doing like the hardest like alloy on the planet, which is chromium.
I thought it was bedrock or what's it called? On that stupid game where you pickaxe everything.
Oh, Minecraft.
Yes.
Diamond.
No.
Diamond's just
the stuff at the bottom of the world. Like if you dig all the way down to the bottom.
Oh.
I think it's called bedrock or something.
Bedrock. But I was
I
thinking
found
about
some weird YouTube videos, like when I'm bored at like 2 in the morning and I should be going to bed because I have work in the morning.
Yeah, you're like, you're 2 a.m. YouTube that you're like, okay, I probably shouldn't be watching this. I should go to bed. You're watching some like mild porn that's like probably should be demonetized and not used on Facebook or on YouTube. But,
True.
Yeah, I was thinking like chromium
Get the
sausage
fuck out
would be
of
pretty
here.
funny. Because it's not like but all I think of whenever I think of sausage is like big sausage pizza.
True.
So it's probably not a good avenue. Hey babe, coming home and just have this big fucking box. Oh, you're just like, hey, you want to open this pizza?
Hey, at least he's got a job. He's a pizza delivery.
You know what okay, we're gonna get on a tangent here, but I feel like every time when I was watching that when I was younger, I'm like, these women are openly letting a big muscular dude in their house just sit on their couch with a pizza. Why isn't that something that like, oh, I forgot my money inside. Just come on inside and wait on my fucking couch. No, bitch, wait your shit outside. I need to make a video of that. Just like, oh, I told you, we need to do like porn premise videos.
I'm down.
Where we just like make it. I need to go find like a ridiculous.
If you can get Ty involved, I'll get Morgan.
Let's go get like Goodfellas or something like that. Get Goodfellas pizza and then just like have it sitting there and just be like, hey, got you. I got you a pizza, babe. And she's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Thanks, hun. All right, let me go get my money. How would you just wait here? And he goes, no, I need to come inside. She goes, no, you wait. just wait right there. And he goes, but. This doesn't work.
The pizza's gonna get cold if I'm outside.
No, it's summer. It's actually hotter outside. No.
Your pizza's gonna spoil if it sits in the heat.
But okay. Anyways, I don't know what I want to do with the name.
I know what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I want to open Ty's mail.
You want to open Ty's mail?
I want you to open Ty's mail. I don't know if I can do it.
You can do it. I think I'll get in trouble if I'll get in trouble if I let you do it either way.
Yes.
So. Okay, fuck it.
Okay, new segment called Chandler Opens Ty's Mail. Ty got something in the mail today as I was pulling up, and I brought it to Chandler.
Technically, if you can see this on the video, Boyle already opened this for me. I opened the door to let him in the house, and he was already undoing the tape. And so I thought, oh, this is a gift, or this is a box that he was opening for himself. And I go, oh, what do you got there? And he goes, I don't know. I'm like, how do you fucking not know? It's okay, but
I think Ty's name is probably on the tape that I tore up, but
oh, okay, fair enough. So we got something from personalizationmall.com. Shout out that's a free ad read right there. Personalized gifts for life celebrations. What is she celebrating? If this is like
I'm breaking up with you. I'm moving out.
It's just a picture of us two, and my frame's like broken. She's like, oh, didn't know how to tell you this. But yeah, so personalized gift. Ooh, nice little cellophane wrapping here.
Wow.
Right. Oh, it's a cup. Alright, that's uneventful. Let's see what it's personalized to. It literally, she's like, I knew you'd open this. We're breaking up. If you open this, we're breaking up. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. It says, oh, big bet. It's not Ty's mail.
It's not Ty's mail at all. It's Chandler's mail.
Dude, it's my mail.
What's it say? Put it up to the camera.
Holy shit, okay. It says, if you can read that, hopefully you can. It says, I'm Boyle's groomsman.
Yes, sir.
Established in 2020.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
Yeah, dude.
I
thank you.
needed my best friends, and there was no way that you weren't going to make the top team.
Nice. Alright, so I'm a groomsman.
We got 7, so you made the varsity squad this year.
Hell yeah.
Let's get this tape off. I was really trying to do it with everyone involved. That's why I texted a group of 7 guys to hang out, but that didn't happen. So
who'd you text? Did I see that?
It was when you were like, oh, well, we should go do that bar crawl with Ty and her family.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. The bar festival?
Yes, the bar festival.
Okay.
So
I cock-blocked your groomsman.
No, it's fine. I've already asked Isaac because he doesn't come to town much.
Yeah.
And I was with him and Presley and Mitch. So now I have you. Well, you haven't said yes.
I on the podcast, oh man, it feels like I'm getting like proposed to right now.
You're basically getting proposed to.
Yes, I say yes. I do.
You get to stand with my mom.
Sweet. Alright, I'll take your mom up on stage.
So
she wished me a happy anniversary on my LinkedIn.
On the right day or later?
No, it was like a week after. But
that's fine. That's fine.
It's closer.
So we have you, we have Presley, we have Mitch, we have Isaac.
Okay, and then other ones we don't want to spoil, or do you want to?
Other ones we don't want to spoil, just in case they listen to this podcast. I don't.
Do you think they listen to it then?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. All right. So
that's one of them.
All right. Well, if you guys get Boyle come up to your door with a random package that he's opening up for you,
it's not Ty's mail.
It's probably gonna be Ty's mail. He probably stole it. But all right, man, that's awesome. Thanks. Yeah. That's one hell of a surprise right there, guys.
True, and it's a good mug.
It is. No, that's. I'm gonna drink a beer out of it tonight. I'll do it tonight.
Right now.
Fuck it. But all right, that's awesome. All right, I think that's a good way to wrap up the episode.
I think so.
I think we got up to 42 minutes, man. We're killing it.
Damn.
I know, right? But all right, well, thank you, Boyle, for the great gift. I love it. I'm gonna drink a beer out of it after this episode, dude. But thank you guys for listening. If you guys could follow Boyle Meets World on Twitter, that's BMW_JSM on Twitter. I got it right this time.
Do yourself a favor. I would have got it right the first time, so
I killed it.
Went ahead and did it.
And then follow CarnageCBGaming. Yeah, fuck them. No, follow CarnageCBGaming. I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the episode, but there is a giveaway. I can't talk right now. I'm just gonna have to give up. There's a giveaway. I'm giving out $100 if I get over 50 retweets/follows on Twitter. I put a stipulation in there for Twitch. Not everybody has Twitch, so if people don't have Twitch, it's fine. But if we get 50 retweets and 50 follows on my Twitter, I will give $100 out to someone because I am rolling in the money.
Can Boyle Meets World win?
No, absolutely not.
Do I still have to retweet and follow you?
You can retweet. You already follow me, so it's a good day. But I've been dipping in followers recently. I feel like I've had too many fake accounts that I followed that were like, hey, no, we're not following you anymore. Or people just don't fucking like me. You know, one of the two.
I think so.
Yeah, but we're down pretty low right now, and I haven't been diligent in following people either, so that's probably my fault. But yeah, so let's get some followers going, let's get some retweets going, and I will give $100 out to some random person on Twitter.
And it can't be me, so I'm pissed.
It can't be anybody that I am directly related to.
Someone else should win.
Someone else should win. They should get $100.
I think I should win, but if I can't, then someone else should win.
Yeah, fuck it. It's not going to be a bunch of Blaze Pizza gift cards that you have to spread out over like 20 gift cards. But
it's lasted me a year. I'm just saying.
It did last you a year?
We're coming up on a year now.
Oh,
actually,
really?
I can tell you the
exact anniversary of the fake win that you got.
It was a legit win.
Legit. It's like Barry Bonds' legit win.
It was on. It was on July 16th. We passed the year.
It's my birthday, man. Or day before my birthday.
True.
Man, all right. So a week anniversary of a year. So pretty exciting. All right. So your free Blaze Pizza stuff is done now, though, right?
I can still win. I can still go get pizza if I want.
Oh, you still have money left over?
I still have a gift card.
Nice. All right. Well, we have to go out sometime. do a Blaze Pizza review.
I'm down. Yeah.
Waxon's been slacking on the donut reviews. They've been kind of boring because he did like Krispy Kreme and some other generic fucking one. I think he went to like Meyer or something like that and did that. I was like,
He went to either, I think he might have gone to Starbucks maybe?
oh yeah, that's what it was. It was Starbucks and Krispy Kreme, and I'm like, okay, Krispy Kreme you can get fucking anywhere.
True.
And Starbucks, we already knew that was gonna be trash. They don't sell donuts. Like they sell. They don't sell.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Go follow us on our channels and give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube. Jack Shit is the YouTube page if you're watching this or listening to this on a music app of some kind or podcast app. So go hit us up on YouTube. Go watch us be idiots on the channel. But until next time, thank you guys.
Real quick, last plug. Boyle Meets World. We are going to be doing the NAIA Hall of Fame induction ceremony soon. Very, very soon. You should have it this weekend. We're really excited. We have our winners. Like I said in my last podcast, not going to announce them yet, but be looking for that. It's happening soon. We're really excited to announce our new winners and inductees.
All right, man. Well, it's been a good episode. We're at about 46 minutes, so appreciate you guys and have a good night or day.
Sucked it.